Happy New Year! Hey everybody, it's your girl El Rochelle here for Hardwood Diva, coming to you on this wonderful January 1st, 2011, first day of a marvelous new year. Wanted to make sure that I woke up nice and early for you guys so you can get all the bowl games that are going to be going on today. We're going to have 6 of them, so go ahead and be prepared for that. So first up we have the Ticket City Bowl. That game's going to be at 9 o'clock, so in about 30 minutes. It's going to be on ESPNU. It's going to be Northwestern versus Texas Tech. So that is our very first game. Then second up, we've got the Capital One Bowl. Now these are going to be some of the games, kind of like last night's final game where you've got some ranked teams versus one another. So first up we have number 16, Alabama. If you remember correctly, Alabama was actually Alabama's doing pretty well. The team has, had some pretty good years. So it's going to be Alabama versus number 9, Michigan State. That one is the Capital One Bowl. It's at 10 a.m. ESPN. So these games are going to start running back to back, some of them at the same time even. Then we've got the Outback Bowl. Outback Bowl is going to pick Florida versus Penn State. So it's going to be Urban Meyer. He decided this year that he wanted to retire, basically take some time out away from the team. Feels that it's time to focus on his family. His kids are getting older and he definitely wants to make sure that he's there for them and not spending too much time away. So he decided to retire. Says he very well might return years from now, but definitely unlike the last time where he retired for health reasons, he definitely says he's going to retire and stay away. So that game, Florida versus Penn State, that's going to be pretty interesting with a man that is retiring at an early age. I believe Urban Meyer's like 46 or something like that, as opposed to Joe Paterno, who, if he retired at 46, I believe it would have been like the 70s when he retired. He has no plan on retiring. He's doing well, has been coaching them for about 40-something years. Old guy, but he's still doing his job and definitely still taking Penn State to quality games. So we've got Florida, Penn State, 10 a.m. on ABC. Then second up, we've got the Gator Bowl. The Gator Bowl is going to be number 21, Mississippi State versus Michigan. That's going to be at 10:30 a.m. on ESPN2. So already the first 4 games are going to be within an hour and a half of each other. You definitely want to make sure to check those out. Then the big game of the day is going to be the Rose Bowl, which is number 5, Wisconsin versus number 3, TCU. TCU did everything they could this year to crack into the top 2 so they could be in the BCS championship. They went undefeated, first of the non-BCS automatic qualifying schools to be trying to be ranked that high. They're doing pretty well. They were fighting with Boise State for a while. Boise State, of course, lost that one game right at the end and ended up missing. But TCU did get into the Rose Bowl, which is definitely one of the better bowls in the entire country. It's one of the BCS bowls, so still did a good job. So that's going to put the Badgers up against the Horned Frogs, and that was at 1:30 on ESPN. And then we have the Fiesta Bowl. Fiesta Bowl is going to be putting Connecticut, which was the Big East champion, up against number 7 Oklahoma, which was the Big 12 champion. If you've ever watched the BCS in the last few years, you know that Oklahoma has unfortunately had the tendency to lose to more, to less qualified teams. Somehow I guess they get in there and just don't feel respected or don't really get up for the game and somehow lose. If you remember correctly, this is when Boise State came out, when the Fiesta Bowl was the undercard, and then the BCS championship game was going to be played a week later in the same stadium. They did the exact same thing and got hook, lined, and sinked in that game. So you definitely want to watch out to see how Oklahoma responds. So watching Connecticut versus number 7 Oklahoma should be a really good game. That one's going to be at 5:30 p.m. on ESPN this evening. So if you've got any questions, those are your bowls. Ticket City Bowl, Northwestern versus Texas Tech at 9 a.m. on ESPNU. Capital One Bowl with number 16 Alabama and number 9 Michigan State at 10 a.m. on ESPN. Florida, in the Outback Bowl, Florida versus Penn State at 10 a.m. on ABC. the Gator Bowl with number 21 Mississippi State and Michigan at 10:30 a.m. on ESPN2. The Rose Bowl with number 5 Wisconsin, number 3 TCU at 1:30 p.m. ESPN. And then the Fiesta Bowl with UConn and number 7 Oklahoma at 5:30 p.m. on ESPN. Love you guys. I hope everyone had a marvelous New Year's Eve and a wonderful morning. Go ahead, get some sleep after today, because I know I'm pretty sure you didn't sleep last night. But definitely watch football games. Love you guys. Deuces.